Hi everyone! Today I wanted to talk briefly about mindfulness. I've had a few questions about what do I mean when I'm talking about being mindful and living in the present. This video today will help give you my 5 top suggestions on how to become more mindful and live more in the moment. People who are mindful view the present as a gift. They see the moment as something to be lived in, and they don't live in the past because they can't change it. They don't live in the future because they're not able to do anything about it at this point. When you're able to be mindful, you take yourself out of a place where you're always doing, and you're happy in a state of being. So being who you are right now. Mindful people are often the most successful in many ways in life because they are focused on what can I do right now and what am I doing right now that is important. They are fully present in the moment, and they're aware of what's going on around them, the situation, and often they know who they are. A mindful person will ask questions like, who am I? What do I like about the situation I'm in right now? What am I grateful for? So, without ado, here are my 5 suggestions on how to be more mindful and practice mindfulness in your everyday life. 1. Use your senses. So be aware of what surrounds you. How do things smell? How do they taste? What is going on in your present moment? How does the situation you're in sound like? Who are the people around you? How do they make you feel? These are things that we don't often take the time out of our day to do. And it's really important in being mindful that we acknowledge what our surroundings are so that we can appreciate them properly. Number 2, practice being grateful. Make an effort to think about what you're grateful for in your life. If your past struggles have helped shape you into who you are today or have developed you in positive ways, try and be grateful for them. That's a really interesting way of framing it, and you might never have heard it before, but if we live in a state of kind of resentment or being upset about our past, we can't live in our present. Who are you today, and why are you grateful for that? A lot of people find it hard to answer those questions, so really think about them. When we feel gratitude, we encourage our mind to go to a positive mental space. And we encourage that we can go into the present because we don't have a lot of baggage from our past, or we think and accept our past for shaping who we are now. The present then becomes an enjoyable place to live in. Number 3, meditate. Meditation isn't just a weird Eastern philosophy. It is a place that we can live in every day where we clear our mind and we are able to focus on or set an intention about what we want to achieve. Meditation helps give us meaning for our day, so I suggest doing it in the morning. And you can set an intention or a mantra of what you want to do today. For example, I might wake up and my mantra might be, practice kindness today. And so all day, I have already set a positive intention for what I'm going to do. I have a goal and I know where I'm going. When you meditate, don't focus on what you're doing wrong. Don't beat yourself up if your mind wanders. That's okay. What you want to do with that is acknowledge that you had a thought or you had anxiety or you had an emotion come to mind and you want to let that emotion go. So meditation isn't about not having any thoughts. It's about having control of them. If a thought enters your mind, you can let it pass through. You don't need to dwell on it. You don't need to hold it there. And you don't need to beat yourself up for having that thought. If it helps to use an app or a video like Breathworks or something like that, do that. A lot of people can't meditate on their own, and having some guidance, there's nothing wrong with that. The other important part of meditating is making sure that you're breathing. When you breathe through your nose and out through your mouth, you activate your calming body systems. So if you feel threatened or anxious, meditation and breathing are an awesome way of coming back to your body. Get physical. If we're able to be active, we bring our lives back to our body. We are existing in the present moment when we're activating our body and we're challenging ourselves in a physical way. We can't exercise in the past or in the future, and so we have to be in the present when we exercise. We have to breathe. We have to be aware of our body. When we do this, we give our mind a chance to focus on what's happening right now. And we have a goal, like maybe being fit or getting through this run or getting through a yoga class to keep us on track. Not only this, but exercising is shown to increase serotonin in your body and endorphins. People who regularly get active are often happier, and they feel much happier in their body because of all the happy hormones running through them. If you are stuck in a place of feeling negative, get out and get active. Even if you do something in your living room or walk around the block, it's the opposite of what you're going to feel like what you're going to feel that you want to do. And that's why you should do it. Living your life in the present will help you take your thoughts and your anxiety or depression back into the present. Number 5, accept your emotions. Accept your emotions and let them go. It might sound easier said than done, and most people are not fully able to accept their emotions and then let them leave their mind. Most people actually ignore their emotions, so it's a little bit like looking in the fridge and you see something that's going moldy and then you shut the door and hope that it goes away. So what actually happens? It gets worse, right? And that's the same if you ignore your negative thoughts. When we accept what we're feeling and we confront it, we're actually being mindful. As someone who has had my own panic attacks and I've had my own anxiety, I can speak from experience that usually anxiety in our body is a message. So if we ignore the message, the anxiety gets worse. Our body is telling us something with anxiety. There's something that maybe we need to know. So if we ignore it, we never find that out. And often we get more and more anxious. So by acknowledging what triggers you and what sets off anxiety and depression in your body, you can kind of learn more about yourself and how to live in the present without triggering the past or worrying about what's going to happen in the future. So these are my 5 tips on being mindful. There are so many more and many resources online, but try some of these, let me know how they go, and also try other ones. Comment below if you have more. And don't forget to subscribe and follow my videos. Thanks everyone. Have a good week.